My mother played the numbers. My mother had dream books. My mother knew the root lady. That's why she had the numbers all the time. The root lady, she was a strong root lady from Alabama, and she picked herbs in the backyard. My mother said, cut off the lights when it's raining. When it was a thunderstorm, she said, cut off the TV, cut off the radio, and put your hands together and respect God while he's doing his work. My father's family didn't like my mother because she was dark-skinned. But my father said, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, baby. They got married in 1932. Newark Penn Station, these are our New Jersey icons. Look at that, Queen Latifah, Wyclef, Gloria Gaynor, Sarah Vaughan, John Amos, Philip Roth, Frankie Valli. New York thinks they have all the icons, but New Jersey, we got our icons too. That's what you call New Jersey pride, baby. Look at those icons. Then I went into the hallway, pushed my luggage out into the hallway of Penn Station, and I was hoping there wasn't no icons gonna come up to me and ask me for money. But they're rehabbing Penn Station. It's gonna be beautiful. You gotta have patience, baby. You gotta have patience. But there were some cops standing there, but I didn't take a picture of them because I didn't know how they were going to react. I miss Penn Station. I miss the smell of those nuts. You know, they have a nut house. They sell nuts. It smells. Penn Station smells like nuts. Now, Penn Station, they had some nuts in there too, because when I was there at night, there was some like psychotic people screaming things, but there wasn't nobody psychotic today. I don't know. Maybe they have come up with some program to help those people. But you just got to have faith that everything is going to move forward. Newark Penn Station, revive the greatness. Look at that ceiling. It's beautiful. Be patient, baby. Be patient. Dating was a family decision in the old days. If you had a friend and he wanted to date your sister, you had to get permission from your buddy before you could ask his sister out. My uncle wouldn't let his friend date his sister. Even though he was a good guy, that was his best friend, but he flat out told him, no, you're not dating my sister. My uncle said when he met my aunt, he couldn't just go up to her and start talking. If you wanted to talk to a girl, you had to get permission from her brother to approach her. You had to ask her father or her parents' permission to go on a date. You had to pick her up dressed in a suit. You had to let her parents know where y'all were going and what time you would have her home. You, the guy, would have to pay for the date, of course. The girls were advised to feed the boy's ego. If they were playing a game on the date like tennis, don't be too good. Let the boy win. Mama used to play the numbers. Mommy and her sister used to figure out the numbers based on their dreams. The numbers were in the dream book. Look up the number of what you dreamed about last night. 638 for cabbage, 769 for death. She always played the numbers, even when she was sick in the hospital. The cops got Mommy for playing the numbers. Daddy had to come down to the station and get Mommy out of jail. My grandfather died when my mother was pregnant with me. He was 6 feet tall and other men were afraid of him. People say my grandfather was mean, and he always had money. He made gin in the bathtub. He was a gambler and a womanizer. My mother stabbed him with scissors once because he hit her mother. He had another woman living in Grandma's house that he was messing with. He was a bricklayer and construction worker in Newark. He was born in 1889 and died in 1953. My grandmother cooked me sweet potatoes and corn cakes. She dipped snuff. Snuff is tobacco in powdered form. She would soak on it for a while, then spit it into her old coffee can. Grandma had a garden out back. She had a grapevine, and we tore those grapes up. She had sunflowers, and we ate the seeds. She grew collard greens, cabbage, string beans, and corn. She was born in 1895 and died in 1965. Their house was in Newark. The state took her house to build Highway 280. She was so sad that the state took her house. She moved in with us, but she refused to eat. She died from a lack of nutrition. She just refused to eat.